Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'll start with you chapter 1, the Indian subcontinent and history. And the points we are going to discuss in this chapter are geographical conditions and the course of history, geographical features of India and the Indian subcontinent. So before I explain you this chapter in detail, I request you, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe, like and press the bell icon for notification. So let's begin it. And our first point is geographical conditions and the course of history. Now let's see how geographical conditions are related to history. It is saying that history is a coherent means systematic account of the significant past events in the progress of human culture. Basically, in history, we learn about the past events which is written in a systematic way. Time, place, society, and individuals are the four major pillars of history. What are the four major pillars of history? Time, place, society, and individual. We cannot write history without them. It means that without time, place, society, and individual, history cannot be written. Of these four components, place is related to geography or geographical conditions. In this sense, history and geography are inseparable. Inseparable means which cannot be separated. History is influenced by geographical conditions in many ways. Now let's see how history is influenced by geographical condition. Our diet, clothing, housing, occupations, in fact, all human life in any region depends to a large extent on its geographical characteristic. For example, the life of the people in hilly regions is more strenuous. Strenuous means hard, difficult, than that of the people on the plains. Not much fertile land is available in the hilly regions, while in the plains it is available on a large scale. That is why grains and vegetables are scarce in hilly areas. In comparison, people on the plains get them in a sufficient measure. So, why are grains and vegetables scarce in hilly areas? Because not much fertile land is available in hilly areas. Naturally, this has an impact on the diet of the people. In hilly regions, people depend more on hunting and gathering for their food. We also find other such differences in the lifestyle of the people of the hilly regions and those of the plains. The climate, rainfall, agricultural produce, flora, and fauna of the region where we live are the sources of our livelihood. What are the sources of our livelihood? The climate, rainfall, agricultural produce, flora, and fauna are the sources of our livelihood. The lifestyle and culture of a region develops with their support. Human settlements have flourished wherever the means of living are plentiful. But sometimes regions like the degradation of the environment, drought, invasion, etc. lead to the scarcity of those means. People are forced to leave their settlements. Villages and towns become deserted. We see many such instances in history. So it is saying that sometimes because of degradation of the environment, drought and invasion, people have to move to other places. Because of that, villages and towns become deserted. Thus, we see that there is a very close relation between history and geography. So, all these factors prove that there is a close relation between history and geography. So students, here I am ending this video, and for the remaining parts of this chapter, do watch my next video. And if you like my lecture, then please subscribe my channel, press the bell icon, like and share with your friends. Thank you for watching.